Welcome to a little early morning guitar vacation. I saw a really good discussion on the gear page about practice. I think the original poster was frustrated. You know, they felt like they were stagnant. To the point where they were never really going to reach the goal to be able to play the type of music with the type of chops that they wanted to have. It came at an opportune time for me, because I'm having one of those weeks in that incremental plateau that any guitar player has that's been playing a long time. And it has to do with the way humans adapt and improve, I think. If you've ever pursued anything that had elements of skill, whether that be physical, mental, technique, you know, you see it in sports. I'm sure the same thing could be said for something like playing chess. I can't speak to that because I'm not a chess player, but as a beginner, you know, you improve dramatically in a short period of time if you put in the appropriate amount of time. And then as you continue to advance and you get to any level that's high enough to where you've been pursuing said activity for, let's just say, 10 years or more, for arbitrary number, your improvements at that point are so incremental that you don't notice them until they're measured over a longer period of time. And it can be frustrating. The other frustrating part is the way those improvements come is you have to push yourself to the outside of your comfort zone, maybe even beyond your comfort zone, and that's where your practice is existing. So for guitar, you may be playing new harmonic concepts or playing at a faster technical speed, tempo wise. And when you do that, since you're out of your comfort zone, you're gonna suck at it. At least compared to what you were sounding pretty good doing previously in your comfort zone. And then you apply that to music you play, like, with me, it's just going to be trying to improvise. And then you really feel like you suck. Because you're still operating outside of that comfort zone where you aren't as proficient. And I've really run into one of those incremental plateaus, I think, this week. That's why I hadn't posted a video, man. I've tried recording a couple, and there are other factors involved, lack of time and pretty busy work week, but it just wasn't happening. And yes, it is easy to get frustrated. Especially if you're like me and practicing for no apparent reason other than your own enjoyment in your bedroom. But that's a pretty good reason to do it. The escapism, the guitar vacation. But eventually, that thing you were doing that was outside of your comfort zone will be integrated in your standard level of playing over time. And that can be a hard road sometimes to see those short-term results and feel like you suck. And maybe even play like you suck. But there's a reason behind it other than your own ineptitude. So like I said, that discussion came at an opportune time for me because I've definitely been the nail instead of the hammer as far as guitar this week. But what makes me feel a little bit better about that is if you hear Scott Henderson interviewed, he'll say, I don't have chops and I suck. He very I don't want to say self-disparaging, but he holds himself to a standard, and when he's not able to meet that standard, he feels like he sucks. Like even somebody like me that's nowhere near his level feels like sometimes. And another one of my heavy influences and idols, Alan Holdsworth, was really unhappy with his own playing probably most of his life. And, you know, he's on a level above everybody else. I think I've read accounts of him being so frustrated during his recording process that, you know, there's material still, God rest his soul, that's probably brilliant, that's never seen the light of day and maybe never will, because I can just picture him doing take after take of probably ridiculously good takes, and he wasn't happy with them. So that's a good thing to keep in mind, you know, as you pursue your own musical journey. No matter where you are, the guys that are really good are still trying to improve, and when they hit that spot that's going to get them that incremental small gain, they're going to feel like they suck. And they're really going to feel like they suck when they try to apply it, recording or playing live, and it's going to take them maybe even longer than somebody less skilled. And that's really the damnedest thing about it, is the better somebody is, the slower and more painful those incremental gains are. And it's kind of a unique part of the human experience in trying to better yourself at something. It definitely applies to guitar, and applies to other things too. I've experienced that the hard way in too many of my pursuits. And even knowing that, it doesn't necessarily make it any easier or any less frustrating. So since I'm in my own guitar hell this week, I haven't generated any videos of me playing. Not for lack of trying, but because I was sucking. So this is my little guitar vacation this morning. Gave myself a little break from my routine practice. That's another thing, is sometimes when you hit that wall, it's good to take a break, not necessarily completely with the instrument out of your hand, because I think spending time with the instrument in your hands during that break is a value, but maybe do something different. If you're like me, you play guitar for fun. I'm not playing any gigs or anything, so if I'm frustrated and it's not fun, I can take a step back and just play for the joy of it for a little bit. Keep the guitar in my hands. Keep those improvements that are gonna incrementally come in mind. But just allow myself to enjoy my favorite hobby without any strings attached or goals that are gonna push me for a temporary amount of time. And, you know, I'm talking a day or two, really. I think with the pros, it's kind of a strange deal. You know, guys are at their best when they come off tour. You know, they've been burning every night in front of crowds, playing with other great musicians that are part of their touring ensemble, and they're at their best at the end of that. And they come back, and I think they would probably naturally want to take a break. Maybe not a total break where they just don't play at all. I'm sure some do that. And then during their cycle, that's probably going to be when they do their recording, and when they come out with their new material and actually write it or record it. And unless they're spending time woodshedding before the recording, they may not be capturing their music at the peak of their at the peak of where they were when they actually came off tour. So I imagine that's something that the pros deal with too. So, but if you're playing in your bedroom, even if you're putting it on the YouTubes, it doesn't matter that much in the end. What matters is where it is with you, and are you getting out of playing guitar what you seek? And unless you're a pro guitar player, you're probably, from a broad sense, playing guitar to seek the joy of the creativity and expressing yourself with your instrument. And there is a joy of getting better and knowing you're improving. And that joy may not come as often, but that's okay. So as you pursue your enjoyment for your own guitar vacation, don't hesitate to take a step back and go back to doing what you do just because you enjoy it. Oh, and lastly, a lot of the time when we hit that wall is when we make gear purchases to try to get a quick fix. And there's nothing wrong with that either, but it's not a sustainable solution to hitting the wall. And we've probably all got stomp boxes or new guitars or amps that we bought just to get that dopamine hit, whether we realize it or not. So I hope everybody else is having a good week playing guitar. And hey, anytime you have a guitar in your hands, I'm playing before work, and that's a blessing and a cool thing I'm able to do to enjoy this part of my life. So, I realize I say so a lot. I gotta quit doing that. Maybe I'll break out of my guitar hell soon and be able to post a cool video. I'll probably just buy a piece of gear, to be honest, and then play Cream songs like I did when I was a teenager and not get any better at all. As long as I enjoy it, that's okay. Keep pursuing it. Keep after it. Keep playing for the reasons you play. And enjoy your guitar vacation.